The good you do today may not come back the same way, but someday, it will return multiplied. Every heart you touch becomes part of your story of light. Stay with us till the end. The rain poured down in silver sheets, blurring the city lights into a hazy glow. Ethan gripped his worn jacket tighter as he walked home from his night shift at the mechanic shop. His shoes were soaked, his hands calloused, and his mind heavy with worry about bills, rent, and his son Leo's school fees. Every drop of rain felt like another weight added to his already burdened heart. As he crossed the old bus stop, he noticed a young girl sitting alone on the bench shivering, crying, clutching her backpack as if it were her only safety in the world. Most people passed without even a glance. But Ethan stopped. Something about her tears struck a chord deep inside him, maybe because he'd seen the same fear in Leo's eyes after his mother's death. "Hey," he said softly, crouching beside her. "You okay?" She sniffled, trying to hide her face. I missed my bus. My phone died. I don't know how to get home." Ethan smiled gently and handed her his jacket. "You'll catch a cold sitting here. Come on, I'll help you." He guided her to a nearby diner, bought her hot chocolate with the last few dollars in his wallet, and used the payphone to call her parents. She looked at him with tears and whispered, "Thank you, no one stopped to help." Ethan shrugged humbly, "The world's busy, kid. But you'll be fine." Her name was Sophia, a shy 15-year-old with big dreams and a broken umbrella. When her parents arrived, she turned to wave goodbye, her face lighting up with gratitude that would never fade. As Ethan walked home that night, drenched and exhausted, he didn't know that his small act of kindness had just rewritten the future. He only knew one thing sometimes: doing good for no reason is reason enough. Years passed, and the memory of that rainy night faded into the background of Ethan's quiet life. His son Leo had grown into a bright teenager, curious, kind, and full of dreams bigger than their small apartment could hold. Ethan worked double shifts at the repair shop, his hands rough but his heart soft whenever Leo showed him his sketches and talked about becoming an architect. Life wasn't easy, but Ethan's pride in his son made every hardship worth it. Then, one afternoon, Leo burst through the door, excitement lighting his face. "Dad! You won't believe it. I got selected for the city's mentorship program." Ethan smiled tiredly, wiping grease off his hands. "That's amazing, son. Who's your mentor?" Leo grinned. "Her name's Sophia Bennett. She's one of the youngest architects in the state." The name froze Ethan for a moment. Sophia. The same name that had lingered in his memory all these years. Coincidence, he thought. But when he met her a week later at the mentorship event, his heart skipped. It was her, older now, confident, with eyes full of warmth and recognition. She looked at him for a long second, realization dawning across her face. You're the man from the bus stop," she whispered. Ethan chuckled awkwardly. "Guess the world's round after all." Tears welled in Sophia's eyes as she smiled. "I never forgot you. That night changed how I saw the world." From that day forward, Sophia became not just Leo's mentor, but a part of their small world, helping Leo with designs, visiting their modest home, sharing meals filled with laughter. Ethan began to notice something he hadn't felt in years: hope. The kindness he'd given years ago had come back to him, multiplied. Months passed, and Sophia became a light in both Ethan's and Leo's lives. Under her mentorship, Leo's talent bloomed like never before. He spent hours sketching designs late into the night, his ideas inspired by the same resilience his father had lived by. Sophia often joined them for dinner after long workdays, her laughter filling the little home with warmth. Ethan, who once lived in quiet solitude, began to feel something he hadn't in years: the comfort of companionship. One evening, as Leo proudly presented his final project for the city competition, Sophia watched in awe. "Leo, this isn't just architecture," she said softly. "It's storytelling in structure." The design was of a community center built for single parents, a place for hope, support, and rebuilding lives. Ethan's throat tightened as he realized Leo had poured their entire journey into his design. The competition day arrived, and Sophia drove them to the city hall, her eyes glimmering with pride. When the results were announced, Leo's name echoed through the hall. He'd won first place and a full scholarship to the state's top architecture school. Tears rolled down Ethan's weathered face as he hugged his son. Sophia smiled through her own tears and whispered, "You raised a good man, Ethan." But in her eyes was something deeper: admiration, gratitude, maybe even love. Later that evening, as they stood beneath the city lights, Sophia turned to him. "Do you remember what you told me that night at the bus stop?" Ethan smiled faintly. "That storms don't last forever." She nodded. "You were right. And maybe, it's time for both of us to stop standing in the rain." For the first time in years, Ethan didn't just see the future, he felt it. A future filled with hope, love, and second chances. Years later, Ethan stood in the grand hall of the very community center Leo had designed, now completed and alive with laughter, music, and hope. The building's name shimmered across the glass entrance, the haven for single parents and dreamers. His chest swelled with pride as he watched Leo give a speech before the crowd. "This place," Leo said, his voice trembling, "exists because my father believed in second chances. He taught me that pain can either define you or refine you." The audience erupted in applause, but Ethan's eyes were drawn to Sophia, standing just beside him. Her smile was warm, steady, the same as the day she'd first said thank you in the rain. After the ceremony, she took Ethan's hand. "You built all this, you know," she said softly. "Not with bricks, but with heart." Ethan chuckled. "You gave me the courage to dream again." Later that evening, when the guests had gone, the three of them stood together beneath the lights of the new center, a family bound not by blood, but by kindness, courage, and love. Sophia turned to Ethan, her eyes glistening. "When you helped me that night, I thought you saved me. But you saved yourself, too. You just didn't know it yet." Ethan smiled, tears tracing the lines on his face. "And you showed me what hope looks like when it finally comes home." As the night breeze whispered through the trees, Ethan placed a small engraved plaque by the entrance. It read, "For every act of kindness that ripples through time, may it return as love." He looked up at the glowing building, feeling the peace he'd been searching for his whole life. Once a struggling single dad waiting at a bus stop, he was now a man who had built a legacy of compassion, a living reminder that one small act of empathy can change the course of many lives. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for more motivational videos.